This session is for schooling purposes only. This is not a real therapy session. Thank you. Miss Cameron, thank you very much for coming in today. How are you today?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay? How are you feeling today? Yesterday you weren't feeling real well whenever I spoke with you on the phone.
I mean, I'm just trying to get some kind of help, and I'm just feeling kind of nervous about the entire thing. So, just kind of taking it day by day. But I'm just in a standstill of I don't really know what to do right now.
Okay. Well, that's why you came in. We're going to get you some help, get you taken care of.
Okay.
Okay? What is your first name?
Erin.
E-R-I-N?
Mm-hmm.
And do you have a middle initial or middle name?
Yes, E.
And Cameron is C-A-M-E-R-O-N?
Mm-hmm.
And what is your date of birth?
6/7/85.
Okay. Alrighty. I'll be asking you a lot of questions. Okay, if you have any questions during the process at all, please just let me know. We'll stop and I'll explain why I'm asking those questions for you.
Okay.
Alright. Today is the second month, 16th day of 17. And today's date is 17. And it is 3:52 in the evening. Alrighty. So, Erin E. Cameron. And what is your address?
It's 567 Cobalt Lane. Okay, and that's going to be Henderson, Texas.
Do you know the zip?
75653.
Okay. And do you have a phone number, or were you calling from a friend's phone yesterday?
I was calling from a friend's phone. Mine's disconnected.
Okay. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
You seem really nervous.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just a lot to deal with, and
Okay.
so I'm just trying to calm down a little bit.
Okay. And how many years have you lived at that address?
About one.
One? Okay. And is this address owned by you or your family?
No, I rent.
Okay. And you said your date of birth was
6/7/85.
okay. And what race do you consider yourself? White, black, American Indian?
White.
White? Okay. Now, Miss Cameron, do you happen to have a religious preference?
No.
No? Okay. And in the last 30 days, have you been in any type of a controlled environment such as jail or any other alcohol or drug treatment,
No.
medical treatment? Okay. And how many times in your lifetime have you been hospitalized for medical problems, including ODs, DTs, but exclude detox?
One.
One? Okay. And was that for a medical reason or was it for drug related? Okay. And how long ago was your last hospitalization for a physical problem?
That one, let's see, it was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And what was that for?
I had a paratonsillar abscess that was closing up in my throat, so I couldn't breathe, so I had to go to the emergency room and they had to do surgery.
I can't spell that, so and we don't want to put all the details because that does if I put all the details that kind of violates some of your HIPAA. So we want to
It was
protect
just
that.
aggravated strep throat, pretty much.
Okay. Thank you for putting that down in terms that I can understand. Thank you. All right. And do you happen to have any chronic medical problems which continue to interfere with your life today, such as blood pressure, cardio?
I have anemia and chronic back problems of scoliosis.
Okay. And are you taking any type of prescribed medication on a regular basis for your physical problem?
No.
Okay. And how, not taking any medication, do you experience pain with your scoliosis, or?
Yeah.
And how do you usually handle that? Do you take drugs, non-prescription drugs?
Before I moved, I was going to see a chiropractor, like physical therapist, and we were working on muscle strengthening and pretty much doing physical therapy to try to, I guess, work to help it in the long run rather than just treat it with a pill.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, and do you receive any financial compensation, such as pension, disability, for your okay?
No, none of that.
Okay. And have you experienced any medical problems in the last 30 days?
My back bothers me, but I wouldn't say it's serious. So, maybe one where I had really low energy because of my anemia.
Okay. And do you take anything for that?
No, the iron pills are making me sick, and I can't eat red meat very well. But I did. The last time I talked to my doctor about it, he told me to start using an iron skillet to cook things.
Okay.
I haven't really put that into effect, but it's still in consideration.
Still in consideration?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you might try that because that'll put just a little bit of iron in there, and it's not quite as overbearing as just just taking an iron pill, because that can put a big, huge burden on the system. Now, the next questions, Ms. Cameron, that I'm going to ask you, I need you to rate them on a scale from 0 to 4. 0 being not at all, 1 being slightly, 2 being moderately, 3 being considerably, and 4 being extremely. Okay? How troubled or bothered have you been by your medical problems in the last 30 days?
1.
1? Okay. And how important to you now is treatment for your medical problems?
1.
1? Okay. Okay. And what is your highest level of education, Ms. Cameron?
I finished some college, probably like through my freshman year, so about, 13 years altogether.
Okay. And did you get your high school diploma or a GED?
Yes, diploma.
Okay. And do you have any type of training or technical education?
No.
Okay. And do you have a profession, trade, or skill?
Yes, I've been a waitress. Usually I work in the service industry. I've done some management.
Okay. And what'd you go to school for?
Psychology.
Psychology?
Yeah.
You're making a face like, oh, I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah. It was interesting, but I heard from a lot of people that you can't really get a lot of jobs with a bachelor's degree in psych, and I just had, life happened. So.
Right. Well, there are things that you can do with that bachelor's degree, and that's something that we can go further into when you're with the treatment plan and things like that. Okay? Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have an automobile available for use?
Yes.
Okay. And how long was your longest full-time job?
4.5 years.
Okay. And was that in waitressing?
Bartending.
Bartending?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So. And does anyone else contribute to your support in any way?
My grandmother helps pay for my car insurance, but that's about it.
Okay. And does this constitute the majority of your support?
No.
Okay. And your regular employment status, is it full-time, part-time, regular part-time hours, or part-time irregular, kind of service, retired, unemployed at this time, in a controlled environment?
I'm unemployed now, but I was doing a part-time irregular.
Okay. And what happened that you're not employed anymore?
Yeah, just I haven't been myself and been missing a lot of work, and my boss kind of pulled me in and said that he had noticed a change and that I kind of needed to get myself together, that I could potentially come back once I felt like it's more stabilized. But for right now, I said that it's just there's too much risk with me missing work all the time.
Okay. So he left it open for you to possibly come back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how many days were you paid for working in the last 30 days?
About 4 or 5. I lost my job about 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, about 4 or 5.
Dollars? Or,
Oh,
never mind,
no,
4 or
days.
5, my bad. I apologize.
Okay.
We'll just put 4. In the 30 days prior to you being let go before today, how much money did you make, your net income before taxes?
In those 4 days, probably about 400 maybe.
Okay. And do you get any type of unemployment compensation? Okay. Any welfare benefits?
Mm-mm.
Any type of pension, Social Security? Okay. What about your mate, family, and friends? Do they give you any money to live on?
Me and my grandmother sent me a check for $200 every month, but
Okay. And what about money from illegal sources?
yeah.
How much?
In the last month, probably maybe 300.
300. Okay. And are you selling drugs or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for being honest with me. And what would you say your gross income was last year?
Maybe 17,000.
And how many people depend on you for the majority of their support, food and shelter? No one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how many days in the past 30 days have you experienced employment problems? And you said it was about 3 weeks ago that you lost?
Yeah, so about 21.
About 21 days? Okay. And on a scale from 0 to 4 again, all right, how troubled or bothered have you been by your employment problems in the last 30 days?
3.
3? And how important is counseling for your employment?
1.
1? Okay. All right. Like I said, it seems like I'm asking a lot of nosy questions, but it's part of the process. At what age, Miss Cameron, did you start using alcohol or drugs?
12.
12? And what was the first thing that you tried?
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff? That vodka?
No, it's those little fruity, like bottled drinks,
Okay.
like wine coolers, I guess.
Okay. Those that have only got like 5% alcohol or something in it? Okay. And in the past 30 days, how much alcohol would you say that, how many days have you drank?
28 maybe.
28. And over your lifetime, how many years have you drank? How old are you again?